For centuries, artists, sculptors and architects have been searching for a magic formula to determine what was thought to be the most harmonious arrangement of space. The most prominent rule is the golden mean, also known as the golden section. This says that starting with a square, place the point of a compass halfway along the base. Then describe an arc that extends the square into a rectangle. This produces a set of proportions in the ratio 5:8, where the ratio A to B is the same as the ratio C to A, that is 1 to 1.6. This is a centuries-old device used in this painting by Hieronymus Bosch in the 15th century. The mathematicians will notice these ratios are only accurate to 1 decimal place. The difference can be accounted for by cultural and personal preferences. A further rule is the rule of thirds. Imagine a picture, the viewfinder or flip-out screen on your camcorder, divided into thirds vertically and horizontally. You can then use the lines to position vertical or horizontal objects within the frame. You also have 4 points of particular strength around which you can compose a picture. Again, this device has been known and used by artists for centuries. In studying the human form, the ratio 1 to 1.6 crops up again. One head size fits 3 times to the navel and 5 times to the feet, making the beautiful people 8 heads high. Le Corbusier, the French-Swiss architect, responsible for the design ideas behind our new towns, such as Milton Keynes or Telford, developed a modular system which he applied to individual houses and even entire towns. A thought before moving on. The average paperback is also produced in the ratio 1 to 1.6, as are many bits of furniture. Get out your tape measure and check. So all this is fine for an artist, but what about me taking video? Well, taking still pictures has much in common with painting and drawing, but moving pictures are something else. Basic visual skills learned in still photography are helpful, but new techniques have to be learned. The first is that because it is moving, the viewers are interested in what is happening now and what will happen next.
Smile at the camera.
Well, I thought you'd do the posing. This is moving pictures. You've got to move with this one.
You have to do things. No.
So tell a story. Okay, it may be the story of your holiday or the kids growing up, but it needs a beginning, a middle and an end. Have you ever wished you could produce works of art good enough to exhibit? Well, now you can with the help of the Instant Art Company. Just point your Instant Art can at some plain paper, press the button and within seconds you'll have your own work of art. Do make sure you shake the can well before spraying, or you'll end up with a Jackson Pollock. Instant cans come in 3 sizes. If you want your work of art framed, simply pick up a red top can. And if you're not happy with the first result, you can always apply a second coat. Buy 3 for a fraction of the price of an original work of art. No artists were harmed in the making of this video. You also need to understand that when composing a video shot, it is not just 2-dimensional, but involves time and volume, and the subject is the action that unfolds in the space in front of the viewfinder. To learn this, watch a lot of TV, films or other people's video with a critical eye. That doesn't mean just deciding if it's good or bad, but noting the length of a shot before the camera angle is changed. Think about camera position. Ask yourself if it will be better shot from a different position. Should it be a close-up, a mid-shot or a long shot? Generally speaking, keep the camera still and let the subject provide the movement within the frame. When to use pans or tilts will be dictated by the subject. The Dutch tilt can be used to good effect to emphasize action. When panning, give space for the subject to move into. Compose people in the frame to give them looking space. Only newsreaders sit square to the middle of the frame, looking straight at the camera, so someone doing a bit to camera can be posed like a newsreader.
Je m'appelle Laurent, je suis le serveur du Grand Hôtel des Bains et nous passons un agréable moment avec un temps litigé. In English? Yes. Oh, in English. I'm a server of I'm a waiter of the Grand Hôtel des Bains in Vals-les-Bains, and oh, excuse me, but in my English is not very well.
A moving subject is more interesting than a static one, but do not snake the camera all over the place. Match your eye line within the frame and with the relevant point of view, sitting or standing, or a child with an adult. Remember, the rules of composition are only explaining layout and framing that the eye finds pleasing. So even if you know nothing about the rules, your eye should still tell you what it finds pleasing. Take modern art for example. You've all seen pictures like Piet Mondlani's Composition 1929 or Ben Nicholson's Gouache 1936. Take a ruler to them and you will find you understand modern art. Trust your judgment and experiment. You may even discover a new composition rule for video.